we are getting close to having this journal done. So I just kind of want to really quick flip through and show you some of the elements that we've already kind of done videos on, but that I hadn't actually attached into the journal. So we have another little tag pocket right here, another little pocket here, and I put some paper. This is a tutorial that we did all on its own in another video, and I'll link all of those below. This is just a pocket that's a side tuck for a little envelope. One of the corner pockets, just a snippet, and then some of these pages that I put into my signatures, and I just glue right here, and then maybe I'll embellish that or put some flowers or something fun, but that just becomes a little pocket right there. Let's see, another one of these simple little pockets just made out of some music paper. Just trying to go fast for you. There's another page that I've glued to turn into a page. Just one of these simple pockets with a couple of tags and stuff. Oh, this is something fun I did, and I just did it because I had the flap of an envelope. Because on the other side of this is an envelope. This is an envelope right here. Hope you can see that. So I just had the flap sticking out, so I just took two giant tags and I glued one of them to that flap, and then I just glued up here and here just to create a little pocket. So it just has an envelope, and we can put some journal paper in there or something. Another snippet, another little pocket that I've embellished. This is one of the corner tucks, and this is inside that envelope that I haven't finished embellishing that envelope yet, but we'll get there. Some of the music page pockets, corner pocket. I hope you're catching all this. I didn't want, oh, see, this is what I mean by the flap of the envelope that's just left there. So I got to decide what do I want to do with that one. A pocket for one of the notebooks that we made. And there's an inside of an envelope. The music paper pockets. You know, pretty simple, pretty fun stuff. There's a fold out pocket that we did, and I just put some tags and paper to journal. And this is what those papers look like before I glue it down here. But I'm gonna leave that one open because I wanted these to be able to slip out the side. Another one of the music paper pockets and a snippet, a pocket with some ledger paper. Anyway, you can kind of see we're getting pretty close. We're not going to be able to fit a ton more in here. Oh, this is one of those really fun pockets here, layered pockets. But you can see, I mean, we don't want to cram too much more in here. But I did see the cutest tutorial from CORI'S that I wanted to do. So, I didn't want to run you through the whole thing just because I don't know, it's a lot of kind of sewing and deciding where you want things to go. So I decided to go ahead and just do it right here and kind of show you what it ends up as. So what this ends up as is, let me get a page over here. It goes over the side of a page. So this back side of the pocket, you'll adhere right here, and that's how it will stick into your journal. It's just that one adhere point right here. And then on this side you have this little pocket. Here I have a tag I can show you because you might not be able to see on camera. So you have that little tag, and then you open it and you have this one and this one, and I just added these ones just because I had this space, and that guy's coming unglued. And then you have this upside down tuck, and then you have this tuck right in front, and then you can actually flip this open, and I put another little pocket right there. So I just want to really quick give you a really general idea of how this comes together, and I'll link CORI'S video below in case you want to get a little more detailed. But maybe just having this simple video will be enough for you, and you can kind of run with it and do your own thing. So yeah, let's just go for it. And I've got a bunch of tags. You'll see I'm just gonna stick a bunch of tags in there and some fun little journaling spots and embellish those, so it'll be super cute. And here's the gist of it. Okay, Cori on hers used patterned paper, and you could, it was double-sided pattern paper, it was beautiful, and I just went with books just because I wanted a smaller one, and I have 10 million book pages, I bet you all do, sitting there just waiting to be used. So I just picked out 10 of my, from an old book, I think it's like How to Win Friends and Influence People or something, and I tore the pages out, and then I kind of trimmed them down just a hair so there was a little less of the border, but you don't have to, that's just personal preference. Okay, then I took all three, you need 3 pages, and folded them in half, whichever direction you want your pocket. I guess you could do a super long and skinny pocket, but for these ones I wanted kind of more like a book style. So I folded all of them in half, and then one of them, that's all you have to do. And then one of them, you take these 2 sides and fold them in. It's like origami 101, right? So that one's done. And then on the last one, you fold the top in on one side and the bottom in on the other. So those are the 3 pieces that you're gonna put together for this piece. So start with your simple folded in half one. And then you're gonna take this and you're gonna either wanna sew or glue that flap down because you won't see that later. So sew or glue. Then you're gonna put that right here. And this becomes, let me show you on the finished product so you can get a sense of it. This becomes this pocket here and this pocket right here. And so those are the these 2 pockets. Then you take this piece right here and you're gonna put one up here, and that becomes your upside down tuck. And then this becomes the one that I put the pocket, the really simple straight across pocket right here. See that? Maybe it would help if I put those side by side for you. So this is where I put the other pocket. Now, to me, this was super simple, but the trick is putting it together slowly and thinking, okay, am I gonna need to be able to open that later? Can I sew there? Can I not sew there? So I can give you a rundown of where I sewed on, and I just took some of the tags from the kit that I'm working with, like some of these simple tags, and I cut the corners off to make these additional corner pockets. I cut the top off of one to make this top pocket, and then a couple other corners, and this is just a corner just barely tucked under the edge of that. This one I left open, this one I left open, this one's sewn or glued down just so I can stick anything up in there. But yeah, and this one's just embellishment, just for looks. But I would probably come through and, you know, add some lace, maybe a couple words here and there, something just to spruce it up. But that is pretty much the gist of it. So if you want more details on where to sew, you can go check out Cori's video, or just look through this one carefully as I'm taking you on the tour through it. But really for me, it just came down to thinking through, okay, am I gonna need to be able to put something in there later, and just really thinking carefully before I glued or sewed anything. So I can give you a quick rundown at least on your simply folded in half paper. That is where, let's see, all right, that's where this one comes down. So it was really kind of nice because I just sewed right here, and right here, because then it went through on both sides. So that became a pocket and it was completely sewn into place. But like I added this little extra corner pocket right here on that same piece, because this is the same as this piece right here. So I added this extra little corner piece. So I actually sewed that right here before I put it in. So that was actually sewn on this right here. And then I sewed all 3 sides of that to put that into place. Or it looks like I only did the 2 sides on that. That's okay. Maybe that's why this is falling apart right now. It's all good. I'll fix it. There's nothing that some, you know, glue of some sort can't fix, right? Okay. So that was how I sewed on that one. On this one right here, I didn't want to sew that shut, obviously. So I actually sewed that right here on that fold on that piece and on that fold on that piece before I even put those in at all. And then when I glued that piece in, the only place that I glued that one is right along this side, and that little edge. So it's glued to make that upper pocket, but you leave this totally open because this is actually the piece that's going to be, like, I'll show you on this. That's the piece that's going to go and attach to the back of the other page. So you want to leave that open for later so you can have that as a flap. And on the back, you're going to glue here, here, and here. And that is going to be the only way that that's attached to your journal is on those 3 little points. Then you've got 2 little pockets. So anyway, super fun, and it looks really, really complicated, and it took some thought, but it wasn't that bad, and I think it's a beautiful effect. So I was super excited to find that tutorial. And hopefully it will give me, I'll probably just put like 2 of these, the 2 that I'm starting, this one, and add those into the journal somewhere. But really fun and really awesome effect, and you can get a lot in there, which we all know we need to be able to fit more into our journals. So anyway, fun project, and I think probably next time I'll be completed with everything. So I guess we will see you then, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.